Hey! That there on your arm, is that the new dual disc?
Yes, it is. But you can't have it. You're not worthy.
I am so... Hey! Stop laughing! I am so worthy! I am so...
Red Eyes, a deck that I bought because I thought the structure deck was amazing value for the time. And it was. Now what I have is one of the best farm decks in the entire game, because it doesn't require any specific skill, and I can make it free to play. That's amazing, but there was a different story a whole long time ago. Back in the day, Red Eyes used to be a meta deck. In fact, it was so good that Red Eyes Spirit even got limited to 2. It was so good back then. But now, fast forward to the modern day, let's see how many cogs it has on Duel Links Meta's website. And nothing. There was such a big fall through it, and I am sad today as a Red Eyes player, knowing that I will never be able to use my Red Eyes deck again. Until they release the future support like Archfiend Black Skull Dragon and also Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. What a busted card that would be. That would be banned immediately. Anyway, so since I have my current Red Eyes deck, I decided to make the best out of what I had. So what I play now is this deck, right here. As you can see, it has the consistency through Red Eyes Insight, Red Eyes Fusion, and even Black Metal Dragon if it comes down to that. I get angry every single time I open a hand and I realize that I don't have a single one of these cards, even though the math is just so stacked in my favor to have one of those cards for consistency. Anyway, from that turn onward, what I like to do is to cry if I got to go first, because I realize that I'll probably lose, just because my only play turn 1 is Red Eyes Insight to send Archfiend of Lightning to grab Fusion, and then Fusion summon Red Eyes / Dragon. That's it. That's literally my only play. There is nothing else I can do unless I open other equip spells or other Red Eyes traps, like Red Eyes Spirit, Return of the Red Eyes, that is. And it makes me sad every single time I do that, because I realize that my opponent probably just got an easy win, and they're probably not happy about it either. But if I get to go second, that's when I realize that I actually stand a chance against the other meta decks. Because what Red Eyes does is that if I manage to summon my Red Eyes / Dragon and then it attacks your monster, it actually gets to equip one of the monsters I sent to the graveyard in order to fusion summon it, like Gearfried, the Red Eyes Iron Knight, or AD Changer. Next, if you actually try to do something that targets when my Red Eyes / Dragon has a monster equipped to it, what happens is that I can just negate the entire thing, and then that's all it. Dragon Spirit of White, negate. Dark Magical Circle, negate. Everything that targets, negate immediately. And it's even better when I realize that I have opened Black Metal Dragon or Power the Guardians right next to it, because I can just keep slamming down equip spells. That's the one best thing about Red Eyes right now, because even though it might not be good going first, and it might not have a lot of explosive potential, what you get to do is control the board so well if you manage to get that thing going. If your opponent lets you do that, and you actually manage to survive until the next turn, what you can do is then use Return of the Red Eyes to summon Red Eyes Archfiend of Lightning. This guy is freaking broken if you manage to get him on the field and your opponent has nothing to stop it. Otherwise, he's kind of bad. But if everything goes right, what happens is that you summon this guy again, and then he just Regekis the entire board. He destroys all of your monsters that have less than 2500 attack defense. Or if you have an equip spell like Power the Guardians, or Attack Charge, or the Tie That Binds, you can destroy even more monsters because they'll have more attack to facilitate its effect. But then I realize that's the entire deck. Most Red Eyes deck, if you manage to kill 3 Slash Dragons in a row, even though we might have Red Eyes Cannon or that other Red Eyes Fusion, if you destroy all 3, well, if you banish all 3 of our Red Eyes Slash Dragons, it's game over. We literally cannot do anything. And what hurts me even more is that I have to buy multiple structure decks in order to be able to summon those Red Eyes Dragons. But I'm hoping that one day Red Eyes will return again. It shall. It has to. Konami, all of the decks that are in the game right now. Let's look at the original ones that were here. Dark Magician, you nerfed it into the ground, so it's no longer really viable at the highest level. And then Blue Eyes, what you are doing here is that you are basically showing uneven treatment to Blue Eyes White Dragon. What you are doing is you're giving them alternative White Dragon for free, and then giving them a structure deck that lets them get all their cards. This is gonna cause so much chaos, and Blue Eyes will be a top tier deck. As a Red Eyes player, it feels good to know that someone, at least, is using normal monster cards, but why couldn't Red Eyes have gotten at least some more support? It's just not a good feeling. But I sense, once we get Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, once we get Archfiend Black Skull Dragon, once we get those cards, Red Eyes will rise again. You better watch out. We'll be coming for you. All other meta decks, and rogue decks as well. One day, we will return. Return to the Red Eyes.